Hey, thanks for joining me outside today. We're going to do a little bit of lettuce planting. Now, in previous videos you've seen that I already have a crop of mature lettuce, and then here I have some immature lettuce that's been planted about 4 weeks ago. Now I'm going to go ahead and plant my next succession in this bed. I'm going to start by gently hoeing some of these weeds. There's a few weeds that are trying to sprout up. Mainly some grasses, a little bit of some type of ivy or something. Just gonna chop them up just like that. Make quick work of that. Go ahead and hoe this other section here real quick while I'm here, just to go ahead and get them weeds knocked out. There's some tree saplings. The whirlybirds have been falling from the trees lately. They like to get in the garden and they sprout pretty quick. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna grab my rake and I'm just gonna smooth the surface. Basically, this is so when it's watering time or when it rains, so that the seeds don't move all around the bed. You get a more even stand of lettuce. Okay, that's taken care of. As you can see, this goes relatively quick. Next, I'm just gonna grab something real quick to mark off how far I'm gonna plant. This is about a 3.5 foot section. In my last video, I said that I'm only gonna plant about 10 inches of lettuce in my next planting. Mainly because now that we're getting into late spring, it's growing quite a bit quicker. If I grow more than that, it's just really a waste of bed space. So I've marked off a line, and that's simply going to tell me where I do not want to put any seed past. I discussed in previous videos that I plant my lettuce like I'm planting grass. I don't actually plant it in rows. I just scatter the seed just as if I'm planting grass. So you're just gonna simply grab a handful of seed and gently let it fall through your fingers so that you get a really good coverage. Now this mesclun mix here, it's a variety of 10 to 15 kinds of lettuces. There's some cabbage. I come across some cabbages in here like bok choy, and just different greens and spinaches and a little bit of kale. Every mesclun mix is probably going to be a little bit different because all it is just a mixture of different lettuces. So I've got that seed scattered really good. The next step is I like to just grab some soil from where I broke it up right next to it, and I just lightly scatter it. I don't rake the seed. I just lightly scatter some dirt, some soil right over the mesclun seed that I dropped in that prepared bed section. Just looking to get a little bit of soil coverage over those seeds. These are really small seeds. Lettuce seeds are small, just like grass. So it doesn't take much seed coverage or much soil coverage at all. Okay. Once you have that, I'd say it's about an eighth. It's not even an 1/8 inch. It's probably like a 1/16 of an inch of soil over those seeds. Now what you're gonna do, take your rake just like this, and you're gonna tamp it. That's just gonna, once again, give you good seed soil contact. You'll notice I'm not actually raking it. I don't wanna move the seed around side to side because I already feel like I have good coverage. If I go moving the seed around by actually raking side to side, I'm gonna disturb the seed placement that I have in the garden. And I feel like I did a really good job, placing that seed as I was dropping it in there. So I don't need to mess that up. The last and final step is watering this in. Okay, so I grabbed my handy dandy watering can here, and we're just gonna give a light drink here. We just want to get that soil good and moist so that the seeds can start to break that seed coat and they can start to germinate. We just want to break that seed coat with this water so that the seed can begin to germinate. Now, lettuce seed usually only takes a few days. I would say 3 to 5 days, and then they'll start popping up. But here's the secret. Here's my secret to success for getting my seeds germinated. I have built these covers, and I'll do a separate video on how to build these covers, but essentially this is weed fabric built on a frame. It's about a 3x5 frame, and what this is going to do is this is going to help retain soil moisture. Seeds do not need light to germinate. All they need is moisture, something to hold that moisture in, some type of soil or other type of growing media, and they need the right temperature. So everything is attained by using this. This helps to keep that moisture in, and this is going to greatly improve your germination rates. I'm just giving a little more water before I cover it up. Now what I'll do is I'll let this sit. I'll come out each day, peek under it, make sure the soil's still good and moist. It should be. I shouldn't need to water it, but every other day, just a light sprinkling. And 3 to 5 days later, once the majority of those seeds have popped up, I'll be able to remove this and just continue watering. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope this has shown you how you too can grow fresh lettuce in your garden. Pots work the same way. You can make a frame just like this. Just use whatever dimensions are needed. But yeah, this little tip here, I'll have in a future video on how to make one of these. And this has definitely increased my germination rates, I would say by at least 50% or more. All right, have a great day.